Okay, so I'm just gonna record a demo video to share with you the capability of the platform. So firstly, I'm gonna show you how a company can get started. Simple as going to flamingo.ai and then use Flowmingo, right? Or company sign in, either way. You click on it and then you just go to sign up an account. And all you need to do is to sign up with your company name, your first name, your last name, and your country code and work email, right? And just enter a password and sign up. You will be asked to authenticate the OTP, but once you're done with the OTP authentication, then you will sign in. Okay, I'm gonna show you with an account myself for this. So in this case, we are also using it to hire for ourselves, and I'll just show you very quickly. So once you sign in, right, if it is a completely new account, the only thing you will see is this demo marketing and operation. Everything else will be blank, right? We left one demo one for people to take a look, and you can go to all submissions as well. All submissions will be mostly blank except for one single one, right? The demo submission. And I'll show you how it looks like when a candidate submits their responses. So on this dashboard itself, you can really see the assessment result, 8 out of 10. And you can click on it. And the cool thing about this is that we also evaluate not just the interview, the video interview performance, but also the CV itself as well, if it is provided. So in this case, you can see that this candidate scored 8 out of 10, and we explain why, and we give recommendations as to why we think this candidate is the AI thinks this candidate is only 8 out of 10, and strength, right? What is good about it, and what are the gaps of this candidate? Then you will notice that there are a bunch of assessments as well, breakdown of you know, the things that the AI analyzes. Now, this is actually set by you yourself. You can set it yourself. Later, I'll show you how to create an interview set. And you can see the score here, and you can see why, right? Each of the dimension. And this, again, is set by you. So the AI just simply try to answer your question, how to score this candidate, right? And explains why it gave it a 8, right? Sometimes it gives, if you don't have, it'll show you don't have the score, right? The good thing is that at one glance, you almost don't have to watch your interview yourself, right? You just see the score. If you trust it enough, you can just go with the intuition, okay? So, and you can see like all the interview questions that are being asked here. At one glance, you can see all the question, and you can watch a video if you want to get a very quick sense of the candidate. You can watch at 2x speed if you want. You can quickly browse through the transcript, or you can skip to questions that you're interested in. Now, these questions can be set by you, or you can leave it to the AI. We also allow you to put pre-screening question. Pre-screening questions are very good for things like salary expectation. What is your salary expectation? Do you have a driver's license? Do you have visa? Do you have work permit? Those sort of things. Um, and also to reinforce commitment, right? Things along those lines. Now, we also, when the interview is completed, we also analyze the communication skills based on the interview. Things like grammar, comprehension, fluency, vocabulary, and all those we analyze. We also analyze the brain, right? The thinking power, connective insights, based on how they answer the questions. And if they cannot answer, it will just say, hey, they cannot evaluate this. So they say don't have, right? Not enough evidence. And sometimes a lot of companies worry that the candidates will cheat. So integrity signal gives you a sense of whether they're cheating. Not guaranteed as in, the fact that we detected multiple faces doesn't mean that the person cheat, right? The fact that the face is out of view doesn't mean the person cheat. Same as eye gazing, right? Is their eye looking around? When they're and you can see and verify for yourself, right? Whether you see her eyes are looking away, and we caught it, right? We caught that her eyes are looking away. So you can timestamp it, see and judge for yourself, okay? So we're not saying that it's definitely cheating, but these are indicators. So you can be your own judge. And we get a general sense of the vibe, right, of the candidate. So here's the professional profile analysis as well. If you provided a CV, right, if the candidate provided a CV or you upload a CV of the candidate, we also take one more step to help you evaluate. So basically, we analyze all of these things for you, and you can see why we gave this score, right? Why 4 out of 5 for this. You can also see attention to detail for the CV, clarity, and I think this is the coolest one. The coolest one is like CV red flag analysis. So what we do is that we look at whether the CV has any red flags or not, right? So sometimes the CV has a lot of red flags indicator, and you might have missed it. You might have missed what is wrong with the CV. So we'll flag it out, right? For example, hey, if they are overlapping tenure, they keep job hopping, sometimes they exaggerate their CV, it'll be shown here. In this case, this is a good CV, so it doesn't indicate all those things. And we also look at things like entrepreneurial spirit, leadership, etc., estimated career potential based on the CV, right? So all these are for you to use for free, right? Absolutely free. So I think it's like super, super cool. Now, let me show you how you can create an interview set so people can start submitting like this. First, you go to interview sets, you go to new interview set, and all you need to do is upload a job description. So example here, right, you can just upload JD operations intern and just upload it here and let it load for a while. Okay, so once the loading is finished, right, you'll pull out the JD and you can create an interview set. Okay, so so if you don't have a JD, it's okay, right? You can just enter there's a button that you can just skip and just put a position name. And the first thing to say is how long you want the interview to be, 15 minutes or 30 minutes, right? So in this case, you can do 20 minutes, 50, whatever you think is comfortable. And you can select the languages that you want the interview to be conducted in. For example, Vietnamese, right? So you can give the candidate choices, English or Vietnamese, for example. And you can say, hey, I want to ask candidate about, you know, do you want the AI to ask question about the candidate's CV, right? Sometimes you want the AI to look at the CV and ask good questions. Then we'll ask you, how long do you want to ask, right? Do you want to allocate 5 minutes or 10 minutes for asking background question? To me, 5 minutes is more than sufficient. Clarify a few background. The AI prioritizes issues with the CV, right? To clarify issues with the CV. And if you have your own evaluation criteria, right? If you have your own evaluation criteria, then you can turn it on and then give it a while, right? But if you trust the AI enough, you don't have to turn this switch on. And evaluation criteria is simply, remember I was showing you how you can, um, the different criteria that the AI will evaluate the candidate. So we, you can actually specify here if there are specific criteria that are looking for, like, hey, can talk, can communicate, just type it here, give it additional instruction. Tell the AI, is this very important or good to have, right? But if you trust the AI enough, you can just turn it off. If you don't trust, you want to add your own criteria, just put it here, okay? And if you want to specify your own interview questions, you can also turn this on. And because some companies that I observe, they have like specific interview questions that they want the AI to ask, right? So if they turn it on, then they can input the exact interview questions that they want the AI to ask, and the AI will proceed accordingly. So so we give you here you can put the pre-screening questions, right? You can put MCQ, you can put single choice, you can make the upload file, right? There are many types of questions you can ask, and you can put the main questions inside here, huh? And you can specify whether you want the AI to skip it, or AI has the choice to skip it, or they must ask, all right, ask the question. So you can put your own question, but if you trust the AI, then you don't have to. Then you have optional settings like interview avatar. Do you want avatar? You don't want to use avatar? Avatar is like these characters to do the interview, right? This sometimes people say it make it feel a little bit more human, but if you don't want, it's okay. You can use the no avatar version. So in this case, I'm just gonna try put the avatar version. And if you have branding and customization, like you can put intro, right? Intro video, hey, welcome to the interview. I'm JY, co-founder, CEO of the company, something like that, right? And you can also put the welcome messages inside here. And if you don't want, you can leave it blank. Outro is like after the interview, you can put some messages yourself. And if you have some background images that you want for your own company logo, brand, you can put it and you can insert your company logo as well, right? Um, if you want to restrict people from taking the interview, you can put restricted and then enter the email that, and they must have those email to be able to take the interview. And finally, right, we make money is actually very simple. We don't charge you money, but we at the end of the interview, right, we ask the candidate, hey, would you like to see an assessment report, right, generated by our AI in terms of AI, your performance? And if you want, then it is chargeable. It's a small fee. Like it's only $2 to see the report. But if you don't want, it's perfectly fine, right? For the candidate, it's completely optional for them. So and we also give the candidate, right, the option to retake some questions that they maybe fumbled or panic because it's AI interview, but completely optional for them. They can skip and they don't have to pay, right? And nobody has to pay this thing. It's fine. It's completely optional. And the way we do it is because we believe this is win-win. So this allows us to, offer you the service for free completely. And as a result, you're willing to invite more candidates, right? Even anybody that apply to your company should have a chance to present themselves in front of you beyond just the CV, right? That's our dream. So we want you to be able to invite candidate without being penalized and being charged money. And at the same time, the candidate only has to pay if they think that we add value by providing the report and they want to invest in their personal career growth. After you click publish, you are done, right? If you click publish, everything's more or less done. Once you publish, the interview set will appear here. 1 second, let it load. And all you need to do is copy the link and start pasting the link to invite the candidate to take the interview. You'll provide them a link. They click on it, they can continue. Then they start the whole interview process from their end. So this is basically how the entire experience is. Yep, super simple for company to get started. And this can save you like really every single interview is like half an hour, 1 hour, right? But imagine we have customers that use this for 300 interviews already. How much time is saved, right? And how much is each hour cost? And this is all for free. So even if this only helps you save 10 interview time, it's already 10 hours of time saving, coordinating back and forth, and allows the candidate to take it at night after working hours or in the evening over the weekends. So this is so convenient for people, and I really, really believe that this will help you. Okay? Yeah. Thank you so much. If you have any question, please let us know. Thank you.